cracks over here. Crack. Little cracks. Oh, wow. Check that out, man. Okay, so Tyler busted up a bunch more rocks that had split open from the grout from last week. And I yanked out the rocks. And then he drilled a bunch of new holes along this slab and also along here and filled them with grout. So they should bust open a number more days and then bust those up, yank them out. There is an area here that is got a layer of concrete. You know, it was just kind of smeared over here, I think, when Tyler built the foundation. So we're gonna bust that up and yank that out of here. Alrighty, so we're still waiting for the grout to crack these rocks out. Moved on to the concrete pad over here, where Tyler was able to bust a portion of it up with a sledgehammer. But the stuff over here was a little bit thicker, so he went ahead and drilled holes and put grout through this section here. And he also did the same with some rocks over here, which are already starting to crack. And here, and here. So yeah. Wait for a few more days for this concrete to crack up, and then we'll transfer more rock out of here. That was my job. Rock pile is getting bigger. I don't know if you can see it in the dark. There's rock pile getting bigger. I've got a patch of leeks out here. I'm thinking maybe I should pull these out. So the last few days, Tyler and I have been down in the cellar working on getting the rocks out of there so I can eventually build a walk-in cooler. Now I am out here thinking about getting the leeks out of the ground. At the end of the season, I was so burnt out, I just figured, oh well, if it freezes and I lose the leeks, I don't care. But so far we haven't got much freezing, and so they're surviving. But the forecast is for really low temperatures, and so I'm thinking I've got the energy. I'm gonna get the leeks out of here, get them cleaned up, and then put them in the freezer. And then I'm thinking there's this one bed right here of carrots that this seaweed on top is supposed to keep them from freezing. But I thought I'd look just to see, you know, with all the rain we've been getting, are these carrots splitting and stuff? I've got one bag of fresh carrots that I pulled out a long time ago, and they've been lasting a while because I've been using more the carrots that I have in the freezer, you know, for stews and stuff. But yeah, I would like to kind of look to see what the carrots look like. I am getting a little bit low, the fresh carrots I have in my refrigerator. Okay, so there's been a little bit of freeze thaw the last few months, and so the greens aren't all that great, but I've been harvesting these, you know, just a little bunch at a time. you know, every week, and they've been fine. So I think I'll just go ahead and clean those up, freeze them. So let's go over here and let's take a look at this bed of carrots. Oh, this is really interesting. I've got clover sprouting here as it's been so warm. Let's go ahead and break off the seaweed this direction. I don't know how far in the carrots are. Oh, here's some carrots. Ooh. Well, these look fine. Ooh, this one's frozen on the top, you can tell. Ooh, looks like I just pitchforked that one. Ooh, yes, lots of clover. Oh, little tiny carrot. Oh, here's some carrots. Yeah, these carrots look fine. Oh, I don't know if you can see them. They're not splitting or anything, so that's good to know. I think we're gonna have to scrape off more of the seaweed. Yeah, I kind of like to scrape this way. We're into some carrots now. A frickin' slug surviving this business. They're not eating the carrots so far. Carrots are fine, it looks like. Ooh, this one's got smashed or eaten or something. So I pulled out a few carrots and they look pretty nice. I just went ahead and covered this harvested area up with the seaweed and marked where I stopped. And I think since I pulled the leeks out of this bed over here and there's no roots or anything in there, I might just go ahead and cover it up with tarps or something, just so the rain doesn't wash everything out of there. Hi, I'm going to show you how I clean these leeks. So first of all, I just pull some of the cruddiest leaves off. Oh no, I'm making a mess already. Okay. And then I just kind of wash off the roots just a little bit, because I'm just going to cut them off. I'm just going to snip them off. Snippity-doo, snip, snip. And then I'm going to cut off some of the whatever leaf that's looking yellowish. So there's really not a lot of leaf on there. So then I just kind of gently rinse the dirt off, just so it's less dirty. Okay, and this is how I really get, because the dirt will go inside these leaves. So what I do is this. I slit it like I give myself a little bit of room here, maybe an inch or so from the bottom, and then I just go right down the center all the way to the top. And that opens up layers. See, you can get that dirt out of there, all that dirt. So I just go like this and like that. You don't have to do all the layers, just outer layers that would have gotten dirty. The outer few leaves. Okay, that's good, right? And then I chop just the root part off. So it still has something kind of holding it together into its shape, that little bit of an inch there. And then I just set it aside and some that we're eating. That's probably slugs, right? Oakley dokley, here's a look at what we got going on here. We've got crackage going on now on these bigger rocks. Crackage, crackification, crackorama. And even over here in the concrete, whoa, crackage, crack. So, yay, I don't know. We'll get to this, breaking this rock up at some point here, but that's what this grout stuff does. Crack. Alrighty, folks. So it froze last night, but just 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The cold temperatures are going to happen next week. So we got a sunny day, sun. So yeah, and a week or so ago we had a storm, a windstorm, and so there's seaweed that blew off the rocks onto the beach. So what I'm going to do is go out and get a load and throw it onto my raspberry patch here, which needs to be fed. So yes, this is the raspberry patch. And that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, bye. Seaweed, people, seaweed. Okay, folks, here I am beaching my way along. Do you think the sun is gonna set before I'm done here? Well, folks, it is almost 2:30 and the sun is not quite down yet. I'm tempted to dump this load and come back and get another one because the tide isn't coming in yet. It won't be all the way until 9 o'clock tonight. So anyway, maybe I'll get another load. Okay, so I figured I'm just gonna go ahead and dump this stuff here so that I can cover that bed that I was gonna cover with tarps, you know, the one that I yanked the leeks out of, and go out and get another load for the raspberries. Okay, here we go. Okay, folks, one more load. Here we are. I'm home. It's 4 o'clock, almost dark. I think what I'm gonna do is get my headlamp and toss the seaweed over here on the raspberry patch. See, the raspberry patch, for reals. Is that the sun? No, that's the Christmas lights. Okay, so I got raspberries. These are covered, I don't know, a couple inches of seaweed, and I've got a little bit left in the truck. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and dump this over the rest of the stuff. And yeah, next week I'll get the seaweed on that bed out there. Yay. Okay, folks, no robot dancing today. I think I got enough exercise. See you next week. Frozen leeks.